throw a blanket over the window back there because the sun has changed in Florida, because now we're a different time of year and the sun comes in the house at a different angle.
How about that?
How about that?
Anyway, thanks for showing up, y'all. We're going to be talking about Ocean Cay tonight. If you've ever been there, jump in there and let us know what you think about it. If you haven't been there, you got any questions, throw them in the chat too. And hey, we're just going to have a good time here tonight on Sea Lake Journeys.
That's right. So we apologize for all the technical difficulties that we've had, but we've had this weekend, we've had internet issues, we've had computer issues, we had TV issues.
We was moving furniture all around this house.
Furniture issues, dog issues, because they were freaking out because everything in the house has changed.
Oh my goodness.
So
it's been a whirlwind, y'all, but we're here.
It is. So we apologize for all the craziness. We will try our very best to calm down the crazy and get back to normal.
Well, that's not going to be normal for us, is it? To calm down the crazy? I don't know.
I don't know if it is or not either. So we had a fabulous time on MSC Seaside recently.
That's right.
And I do believe that Kurt and Marcia have just gotten off the seaside.
And Antoinette had fun, did too.
Was she on there with them?
No, I don't think she was on the week before them.
Was she really? Oh, wow. So everybody's got MSC cruises coming out.
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
SCT Adventures was on there with See Me Traveling. So Greg and Felicia was on there with
Kurt
and Marcia.
Oh, they were on there with Kurt and Marcia.
And they got on there after Antoinette did, and Antoinette got on after we did. If I got all this right.
Wow.
If I got this right, y'all.
So there's a lot of MSC vlogs coming out, right?
You know it.
You know it. Oh, no. Hold on one second.
What's going on here?
I have got to hold on 1 minute, because I had computer issues, I couldn't get stuff up that belongs up here.
We're going to get it.
Hold on 1 second. Bear with me for a minute here.
This is just situation normal Sea Lake Journeys. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Keep eating your snacks. If you got peanuts, if you got macaroni salad, if you got a tuna fish sandwich, what have you got for your snacks sitting there with you tonight? It doesn't matter.
Thank you very much.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Well, thank you very much. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Very much. Thank you very much, Z's Gaming Channel. That's the Z-Man himself. He's celebrating 110 days sober.
I can't
How
believe
about
it.
that? That is a miracle. And let me tell you what, that's awesome, Z-Man. That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the greatest things you can do right there. And woohoo! We're excited about it.
And I think we need to we gave him the one. Thank you very much for the super chat. Now let's give him a thank you very much for being sober for 110 days.
Do it. Z-Man deserves it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Very much.
Well, thank you very much. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
How about that, y'all?
So you deserve that, Z-Man. Congratulations.
That's
and
right.
Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much.
So we're going to roll through this really fast. We're not going to spend a lot of time saying hello to everybody. It's going to be quick, Chet.
Okay.
So you got to pay attention on this screen, not that screen.
On this screen?
I'm going to pop them up here for you, one right after another.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Dum, 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 dum,
Shady
dum.
Hill Homestead says, hey, Sea Lake Journeys. Hey, Shady Hill. And the
Rambling.
Fearless Ramblers here saying hi to everybody.
Baby shark.
Baby shark, shark, shark. It's Tiffany Lava, shark, shark.
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo. Everybody knows Eddie Lugo. And Eddie Lugo Studio is in the house tonight. How about that?
Hold on. Let me get down here. And James.
James Catanese. Hey, James. He says, hey to Sea Lake Journeys. And woo, we're going to have some good time, James.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, of course, Z Gaming Channel, the one who threw up that $5 super chat. And then we got Law Jones saying, hello, everyone. Hello, Law. We miss our quotes of the day, Law. We do. We miss the quotes
Here's
of the day.
Law.
Law says,
Oh,
hey.
he's just saying hi to
Hey, everybody. Yeah.
And Lori Barber.
Lori Barber. I think we're going to Lori the double squeaky tonight.
Okay, good.
How about that, Lori?
And Ocean to Ocean.
Ocean to Ocean, Bruce and Cindy saying hello to everybody. Hello.
And Law Jones says, Robin is known for her quick changes.
You know it.
I can change clothes faster than anybody in the world. And if you watched our show and watched Ringo throw up on me, you know that's true. Because I can change more than one time in the same show.
That's right. In the same show. And the clothes are on the other side of the house.
Hello, Aaron.
Aaron Smith says, hello, Sea Lake Journey crew.
Salutes up.
Mark the Shark is in the house. Greetings from Miami. Hey, Mark the
And
Shark.
on the other one, Mark the Shark 801.
Hey, that's right. Our other Mark the Shark's here saying much love and aloha to you, Mark the Shark and Mark the Shark.
And the better side of Yo-Yo.
Oh, we got Allison here tonight. Woo-hoo-hoo! How about that, yo? Alice, you get a squeaky. Aaron says, and the Z-Man done let the dogs out. Congratulations. Right on, Aaron.
Ain't that the truth? And Debbie on deck with CB.
Hey, she says, happy Sunday, everybody. That's right, it is Sunday.
And Bama.
Bama Nola's here saying, hey, Sea Lake Journeys. Hey, Bama Nola. How about that? Z says, thank you, everybody on the chat for your love, your prayers, and your support. That's right.
Always.
Z, you got a whole giant fan club out here, a whole bunch of people supporting you.
And Lyle Jones says that he thinks my record is 3 changes in one show.
I believe it's right.
I think you're right.
I think Laura's right about that. I think it was 3 changes in one show.
And Jeffrey.
Cruising for One is here tonight. Hey, Jeffrey.
And the Moonlight Adventures.
Moonlight Adventures. Hey, what's going on, y'all?
I think we got everybody.
We got everybody. Hey, and I see, you know what? The Moonlight Adventures, Josh and Chastity's son, Dustin, came home. He got out of boot camp. He graduated. He is now a true 100% United States Marine Corps Marine.
Hoorah!
Hoorah! Ooh.
Hoorah!
That's right.
Hoorah! It's not hoorah. It's hoorah.
Hoorah! That's right.
Hoorah.
Don't forget it. How about that, y'all? So, hey, we're going to take our trip on to Ocean Cay tonight. If you haven't been there, like I say, you got questions, throw them in there. We're going to talk about Ocean Cay a little bit for you.
That's right.
We were on the MSC seaside heading down there, and it was great because Ocean Cay, you know, most private islands, you go there and you get off the ship like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, and at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you have to get back on the ship and you're gone. But not at Ocean Cay. Ocean Cay, we got there at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't have to leave until the next day at 12 o'clock.
And I think that's something that a lot of the cruise lines that have their own island, they should do.
Especially like Coco Cay.
I know. So even though we were at Ocean Cay, we got there in the morning. We had a whole day at Ocean Cay. The next day, we didn't leave port. People didn't have to be back on they could get off the ship at 8 o'clock, and they didn't have to be back on the ship until 11:30.
Right.
Which gave you know what we saw? We saw the morning runners.
We did.
Running on the beach.
Instead
How
of getting
great
on the
is that?
Yeah, instead of getting up on the running track or the treadmills, they went out and ran the island. And we sat there and watched them while we was eating breakfast.
Yeah. So if you're a runner, being there in the morning like that, getting out there and doing your morning, first of all, the runners were out there on their own, but they had beach yoga.
Yes.
Out there in the morning too.
Beach yoga.
So the beach right there by where the ship was at.
That's right.
They had beach yoga
Sure
out there.
did.
I think the beach yoga was like, I can't remember, but it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And what better way to start your day with all kinds of zen, running on the beach with the beach yoga.
Oh, here it is right here. They had the morning stretching at 9 a.m. to 9:30. And let's see, when did they have that yoga? It ain't on this paper. Must have been on the next day's paper.
Yeah.
But anyway, they was out there doing something. Maybe they was doing morning stretch and we thought it was yoga. Or maybe they doing yoga.
I don't know.
And they call it morning stretch.
But and then of course we saw the morning walkers that are usually walking the laps on the cruise ship out there walking around on Ocean Cay.
I'll tell you what, that water is so clear there. Wow, what beautiful water they got there.
Yep.
Moonlight says, yes, sir. So proud. He graduates Friday.
That's
Oh,
right.
he graduates Friday.
You're going to see him in them dress blues.
Oh, man.
How good looking is that?
How about that? Marching across that parade deck. Probably be wearing Charlie's. That's the short sleeves. That's what I'm predicting he'll be wearing.
Oh, is that what it is?
Watching the parade deck. Yeah, you wear Charlie's. It's a green pants, dark green pants, and the tan top.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, I want to add something to that. And Chet's probably going to correct me on the story and everything, but that's okay. So Chet went to boot camp and didn't think that his parents were going to be able to make, or his dad was not going to be able to make graduation. So Chet took everybody's guard duty.
Yeah, I volunteered for all the guard duty that day. You got it, I'll take it. You got it, I'll take it. Y'all go see your parents. I'll be cool. Nobody's coming to see me. And then my dad shows up.
So Chet's at the gate, and his dad didn't even recognize him.
I was in the barracks.
Oh, you were in the barracks?
I was in the barracks, and the drill instructor came and got me and walked me down there. And we were
that's what it was.
walking out, and Dad and Mom was going to walk right past me. Didn't even recognize me.
Didn't even recognize him. He had grown up so much in boot camp that his own parents didn't even recognize
Or I
him.
got a haircut. One of the two.
Well, let's say hello to Elisa's Adventures in Cruising.
Hey, Elisa's Adventures!
Beautiful lady. I sent you an email.
Yes.
So read your email that I sent you, and I think that's going to answer your questions. And hello to Renee.
Renee, what's going on? Look, I'm trying to squeak this MSC duck. The MSC duck does
I'll
not
talk
squeak.
about him in a minute. Here we go.
Cruising for One says, I'd love to do a run on the island and yoga. Royal Caribbean used to do that. MSC's still doing it, so definitely check that out, Jeffrey. And we recommend the Yacht Club for you too, by the way.
And hello to Ryan.
Ryan, what's going on? He says hey to everybody. And Moonlight says Ocean Cay is amazing. I feel like MSC is very easy to maintain your routine if you are into a healthy lifestyle.
Yes.
And Moonlight was on MSC just like 3 weeks ago too, because they're putting their videos up now. And so everybody's going to MSC. We didn't do that on purpose. I just got a craziness going on in between her jobs. But yeah, Moonlight says, hey, EL, they can accommodate you there as well. Great food.
So, okay, see?
Yes.
So, so this is my MSC duck. I got him on the ship. Look at him. He is so flipping cute, right? So we're going to talk about this in another one of our videos, but we learned something. I could not pay for this duck. I didn't have no money. I could not pay for this duck on the ship.
And we're going to have a teaching moment on that on a video.
Yeah, we're going to talk about why I could not pay for this duck.
Well, we can tell here too, because the video people ain't always the live people.
I know, but we're going to talk about the MSC ship later. We're talking about Ocean Cay today.
Oh, let's do an Ocean Cay today?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So we are remind me we're going to talk about the duck and why I could not pay for the duck.
Find out why she could not pay for it. And it was the last day before we got off the ship. She couldn't pay for it.
Cruising for One.
I looked at the Yacht Club today, but the prices have gone up a lot from last year.
They have.
Let me tell you what, Jeffrey, I've been watching the last couple of weeks. Everything is starting to skyrocket. I don't mean go up a little bit.
A lot, like stupid crazy.
Yeah. It's woo.
So we did do the Yacht Club, and we'll talk about our experience with the Yacht Club next week, maybe, because we're going to include that with how the island experience was us for Yacht Club members, as well as the ship. But today, this is just basic Ocean Cay information for everybody.
Well, that you found out when you get there, you get to stay overnight. However, you can't camp out on the island.
Nope. No sleeping on the beach.
Yeah, I think it's about midnight. They make you roll in. They make sure everybody gets back on the ship. And then at 7 a.m. the next morning, they let you back out.
Right.
But that night, they do have a light show coming from that lighthouse.
Well, they also had a tiki torch light party. How do you say it? They had a party on the beach at night. And they had, we did not do this, but the next time we go, we are going to do it, the stargazing. Yes,
you can go down there. It's actually an excursion that you book on the ship. I think it's $60. And you can go down. They got telescopes. And down there, it's dark enough on section of the island that you'd be able to see the sky really good.
So we're going to do that next time. We did not do that this time, only because it was a short trip for us. It was a last minute plan. And we had, Alaska coming up now in just a few days. So we were kind of watching our budget. And we did, of course, do the Yacht Club, which was a little bit more. And hi, Paul.
Hey, there's PSV Odyssey saying hello, everybody out there. Woohoo! Hey, Paul.
So the stargazing, we are going to do that the next time we're there.
I think it'd be kind of fun. Look up there. I remember the last time I really looked through a telescope was a Halley's Comet. Anybody remember that?
I think me too. Yeah. And the other thing about Ocean Cay is only MSC ships go there. Unlike some islands are shared by more than one cruise line, like Princess and Carnival are sister companies, and they'll share an island together. But MSC, only one ship a day can be there.
One ship a day.
And it can only be an MSC ship.
How about that, y'all? And let me tell you what, it is not a tender port. It is a port that you can get. You walk literally off the ship and onto the island.
Yep.
I mean, it's 10 feet.
And I know, it's not a long pier at all. Here's Lori.
Lori says, yep, watching the Yacht Club upgrade, waiting for you to tell me if it's worth it.
The answer to that is yes and no.
I'm just going to say it this way. The only way we're going to go on MSC is with the Yacht Club.
Yes, for us. Now, you know us. We have particular cruise lines for particular reasons. Yeah. When we want to go on a party, we go on Carnival. When we want to relax, we go on Princess. Now, when we want to get away from everybody, we're going on MSC in the Yacht Club. We will only travel on MSC in the Yacht Club.
If you like standing in a lot of lines, getting on the ship for hours, then you don't need the Yacht Club. But if you want to go walk right past that line and get on the ship, you want the Yacht Club.
And we're going to talk a little bit more later on in the coming weeks about MSC and why we loved and hated the ship and the areas that they can greatly improve on.
Yep. especially for us.
But in the meantime, back to Ocean Cay.
So Ocean Cay, can you get a drink at Ocean Cay? Do they have a bar on Ocean Cay?
I don't know.
They have 9.
9 bars.
9. That's like every 50 feet there's another bar. And you can get to all 8 of them. I said all 8 because the 9th one is located up there at the Ocean House Bar. So that's only for the yacht club. The yacht club has their own special place on the island, private. Got their own restaurant, got their own bar, their own bathrooms, their own beach, their own shade trees with the grass. And that's where you'll see our pictures at when we get to showing them. And
now that picture that y'all have seen of, I think I'm not sure if it's the thumbnail on this one, where it's me and Chet sitting under a palm tree in the green grass. That's at the yacht club.
Yes.
So just so you know, that photograph was taken at the yacht club, and we sat and we parked under that palm tree all day.
All day.
All day. We did try the wheelchair, the beach wheelchair, and we'll talk about that on another.
Well, we got a video on that too. We'll show you.
Yeah, because that was an adventure. Just saying.
I used to didn't drink until I wrote that thing.
Here's Aaron.
Aaron says, yeah, SCT had a bit of a time getting aboard in their inaugural MSC cruise. We watched the line when we got there early, like 10:30, and the line was already like a Disneyland line. And luckily, they had an employee walking around out there, and he saw that we was in the yacht club. He goes, oh, come on.
Because what they were doing is they were coming. First of all, if you are part of the yacht club and you get to the port and there's a long line waiting to enter the port, you simply take your little happy self all the way to the beginning of the line and you say, excuse me, I am part of the yacht club. And they will immediately take you out of that line and get you to where you get to board the ship first. And so don't stand in that line. If you're part of the yacht club, no matter how long that line is, no matter how short that line is, you go to the very front of that line and you announce, excuse me, I am part of the yacht club. And butlers will run over and grab you.
I don't think I've ever seen that long of a line at a carnival cruise.
Never.
In all the years we've cruised, especially that early.
And here's Cruising for One.
That's fantastic. They give you your own area. I always thought Princess should do that for sweet guests on Princess Cay.
So they may
be doing that in the future.
Right. They do have a separate area now, but you have to purchase it.
Not on Princess Cay, they don't.
No, what island was that? I can't remember that. I'll come back to that in a minute. Yeah. Hello, Keisha.
Hey, Robin and Chet, Sea Lake Journeys. What's going on, Keisha? Hey, that's a new picture.
Of Keisha?
Yeah, is that a new picture?
Oh, it is.
Look at that.
I always love her pictures.
I know, she got good pictures.
Here's Alice.
Alice says, do they have special entry for disabled guests?
So
I don't know that.
There's not really technically a special entrance for disabled guests, but
I didn't see that. No.
No, I didn't either.
Because there was people in wheelchairs waiting in line and everything else. So
yeah, and the other thing, oh no, I take that back. Yes, they did. Remember the people that were in line behind us, and the lady thought that we were in the wheelchair line, and I had to inform her we were part of the yacht club because she was skipping us.
They took her back to the end of the line now.
No. What I'm saying is the lady that was behind us was not part of the yacht club. They brought her that way because of the elevator. But once they got up to getting inside, they put her back at the back of the line again.
So no, there is no special line for them. Once you get up, you have to get in the end of the line like everybody else. But once you get up there, they have an elevator. That's what she's saying.
Right.
They have an elevator, but you don't get to go to the front of the line.
Right. You don't get to go to the front of the line. And the other thing was, I just felt this way. Okay. I felt like MSC could do a much better job of helping elderly, disabled, and somewhat frail people from standing outside in the heat, in the sun, in that long line that whole time to board the ship. They could do a much better job of that, even if it was just little benches along the way.
I'll have to make a recommendation on it though. If they give you a recommended time to get there, and let's say that time is at 1:30,
don't wait till 1:30.
Don't get there before 1:30. You're going to stand in that line.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's why, because our time wasn't supposed to be till 1 o'clock, but we thought, well,
We're always early.
Surely Yacht Club, and besides that, we don't care. We get early.
Mhm.
We'll stand in line if we have to till doomsday. But then they moved us right up and put us right in there.
And hi,
What?
Cruise Nuts.
Hey, there's Cruise Nuts.
And James says, well, MSC is not for him. Don't just mark them off, James. It's, you know, you got to remember that when we traveled with MSC, we did travel with the Yacht Club. So we did not have to wait in lines. We did not have to do any of that. We had special dining. They were very accommodating to Chet while he was in the wheelchair.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of the ship, though, we saw several people in wheelchairs and scooters that were not part of the Yacht Club. Just saying.
But that buffet looks like it would have been a nightmare.
The buffet, I have to agree with that. I would have, and we did run into people that were in wheelchairs.
And the mustard drill.
Yeah, we did run into people that were in wheelchairs, and we did ask them how they felt about the buffet area and the muster station drill. Every handicapped person that we ran into, and remember, we talked to them that were in wheelchairs and in scooters, said that the main dining room was great.
Yes.
The buffet was horrible, and the muster drill was very, very stressful.
Yep.
But the rest of the ship, and then we ran into one young man that he was on his way to the pool, and at all the pools they had step ups to every single pool. Not one pool was at a flat surface on the deck. And so we asked him, how did you do with the pools when we saw him later? He said, not too bad. They had steps, and he just simply lowered himself from the wheelchair onto the steps and got into the pool that way. So I just want to add that for James.
Yeah.
So here is Fearless Rambler.
Helping those with too many drink line. Think we need one. Helping those with too many drink line. You know it, George. George, you get a squeak fest.
So back to the island.
Okay. Do they have any food outlets on this place? Do they have any places to eat?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they have 8 of them, and you'll be able to get to 7 of them because one of them is only for the Yacht Club. The other 7 are open to everybody else on the island, and there's plenty of food. Some of them are food trucks, if you like food truck food.
And hello to Bedrosa Travels.
Hey, John, looks like you did a bang-up job again yesterday. Thanks for that, brother. Woo! You are the man. I'm going to give him a double squeaky.
One thing that we do need to add, okay, some of the food things are complimentary to all cruise passengers.
Yes.
Those that are not, they do list the prices. For example, we went past one food truck, and what caught my eye was a conch sandwich.
Yeah.
$11.95.
Yes, yeah.
And also remember that on the island, if you're purchasing anything, okay, and I mean anything that's not included with your ship package, if you're purchasing a souvenir or if you're purchasing food from the food truck where you're paying, there is an extra 10% tax that is automatically added, and that's the Bohemian tax.
Yes.
So it's not a tip, it's not a gratuity, it is a tax. And the other thing that I want to mention before we get too far into the day is that they have a big buffet pavilion where you go have your buffet like any other private island has. But the little food trucks are stationed throughout the island in different locations.
Yeah, and I think that big buffet one is one that's included in your price. But the food trucks are the ones that, if you want that specialty food truck food, you got to pay extra.
And they are Bohemian style food items, like the conch sandwich. Where are you going to get a conch sandwich?
Oh, yeah. On the MSC Island, Ocean Cay. And do they have any good beaches there on this island? Because everybody, you go to islands, you know, the other islands we've been to, Coco Cay, Half Moon Cay, Princess Cay, they all have great beaches.
They do. So I want to take over. Can I take over the beaches? Because I worked on the beaches today.
Go ahead.
Because we're going to have a video
about
just the beaches.
We are.
But
she's going to show you something here, I think. I don't know what she's doing.
Because it always freaks you out when I do this.
I can't tell what I'm looking at.
I don't know why it freaks you out.
Oh, I can look over here. I can see myself.
So there are technically 8 beaches. Technically, there are 8 beaches. Okay. And this is the way the beaches are set up. The beach that is closest to the ship, that is called Lighthouse Beach, Lighthouse Bay.
It sure is.
And they have on that beach, they have the they have the Adirondack style. How you say that?
Yeah, those beach chairs, Adirondack, they call them beach.
The Adirondack style chairs. That beach is not covered with beach chairs like a lot of the beaches are.
Right.
You're going to see that beach has a less amount of places to sit, but all places to sit are public areas to sit. That is the closest beach to the ship, and that's where the nighttime parties happen.
Yes, it is. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
because that's at the entrance and off to the left, all through that beach leads up to the lighthouse.
Right. And you can go in the lighthouse too.
Yes,
it's a charge.
It's a short excursion kind of thing, and yeah, you pay. I think I want to say $11. They have a lot of $11 stuff.
Yeah.
Some of these 11's a big number there.
Now, South Beach and North Beach. These are the two most popular beaches on the entire island, and they are in the middle of a perfect lagoon.
Right
and
there.
When I say a perfect lagoon, I mean a perfect
right there.
lagoon.
Y'all see that?
Now, at this beach, this is where the water is crystal clear and shallow. So they're having a lot of water activities there. They're having water volleyballs there. You can have all your little people, your little kids right there because it's not really deep water. And the sand there in that beach area is perfect for building those sand castles and all that kind of stuff.
I know they got some docks, floating docks out there too, that you can swim to and get up on them and just kind of sit out there in the sun for a while and then swim back to shore.
Yeah, and it's really cool. And while I want to add this in while we're talking about the beaches, every single beach on the island has restrooms with showers and lockers. The lockers, of course, are for a rental fee. I think it was $10.
I don't remember.
I'm not sure, but I think it was $10 to rent the locker.
I bet that is right.
The lockers are about backpack size. They're not big lockers, and you don't get your choice of locker sizes.
I'm surprised it's not $11. Everything's $11.
Well, I think the reason everything's $11 is because it would be $11 because they charge that 10% tax.
Maybe that's why.
So maybe
that's why everything's $11.
Yeah.
The little race car thing you drive on the ship, $11. Zip line, $11. Something out on the lighthouse, $11. Yeah. So if you don't know the price, guess $11 and you're probably close.
Now, if you're looking for a beach that's less crowded,
yes,
okay, but it's relaxing and still got some, beach vibe going on, is Bimini Beach. And that is the beach the furthest from the port.
It's way over here.
Mm-hmm.
Way over here.
So it's the furthest from the port. There, the water from the ocean is very calm. It's not rough. And you get a beautiful view of the wave runners going by and the boats and everything. And it's still part of the island vibe. You still hear the music from there. Now, Sunset Beach, which is located past the lighthouse, it is a beach that is a half a mile long. It's the longest stretch of beach on the entire island.
Woo, down here on the bottom, y'all.
And so I want to back up for a minute. So South Beach, North Beach, and Bimini Beach. Plenty of chairs to sit at.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of chairs. But you have to rent umbrellas. Chairs are free, but umbrellas and cabanas are an extra charge.
And you're going to want an umbrella. Just say
You're going to want, because there's not, even though they've taken this island, and we're going to have a video. Watch our video, that our first video that's coming out is going to be about the history of Bimini, or the history of Ocean Cay. And it's fascinating. We learned so much about the island itself. Yeah. So there's not a lot of trees and things like that. So you're not going to be able to find a lot of shade. We do strongly suggest that you do rent an umbrella. Now, Paradise Sands. This beach is where you get your zen on, okay?
Right here, y'all.
This beach is where you're going to go if you booked a beach massage. They have a little massage hut set up. Yeah. This part of the beach
the spa, they call it the spa at Ocean Cay.
Yeah, and this part of the beach is where a lot of weddings take place.
That's right, because they actually have a wedding pavilion.
Wedding chapel. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have a wedding chapel there. They do a lot of meditation there. Not far from this beach was where we saw that they stacked the rocks.
Right.
What do you call that?
I don't know what they call it, but it's a bunch of stacked rocks.
I don't know if you've been to a beach where you saw where people will stack the rocks up in their own formation, and you do it for different reasons. And
I do it to confuse people.
So not right near Sands, Paradise Sands is the beach, and it's not a beach; it's rocks where you put your rocks up there and build your own little thing. And people were doing it; it was really fun.
Yeah, you can see the little rocky area right there, right there, and we saw it because the little golf cart thing took us down there to drop somebody off at the spa.
At the spa. Then, of course, the last beach on the island is called Ocean House Beach. This is an upscale experience that is only for yacht club members.
That's up here. That's where we was.
Mm-hmm.
It is not actually the best beach to swim at, though. I'll tell you that
No.
right up front. It's got a little bit rocky. I did try to go down in it. We'll show you a video probably of me trying to get out in it. It's just a little too rocky for me. The other beaches over there, that North and South Beach, like she's talking about, man, that is all sand. The Lighthouse Beach, the one closest to the ship, those are pristine, beautiful sand beaches. The one we had, not so much.
So we strongly suggest for adults and children alike, when you go to Ocean Cay, bring water shoes with you.
Yes.
Preferably the closed-toed water
Yep,
shoes,
yep.
not the ones that are little straps, because the little rocks get right up in there and get in your toes.
I had those kind of like sandals, and the little rocks just got right in there. That's the reason I couldn't go in. If I had water shoes, I could
that
have
were
went.
closed-in water shoes.
Yeah, regular closed-in water shoes. I could have went on out in there into the water, but I just couldn't because those little rocks just kept. And I only got one foot, so I didn't have another foot to swap over onto.
Now, if you forget your water shoes, that's okay, because they sell them on the ship and at the gift shops on the island.
Buy them on the ship and save that 10% tax.
Right, because if you buy them on the island, remember they're 10% tax. And I do remember the adult water shoes on the island. I'm pretty sure I saw a sign that said they were $23.95. So just keep in mind that you are going to pay a little bit more.
$23.90 for adults and $19.50 for children.
Right. So
at the time of this printing,
which was a few weeks ago. So keep in mind that water shoes are almost a must. If you're planning on going in the water, you're going to want water shoes. Now you can rent snorkel gear.
Yes.
And water float, floating mats. And the thing about this island is that the marine life, it's great snorkeling because of the rocks that they brought in. And I don't want to give away too much of that because I want to tell you in my video or in our video.
Let's tell them what else they can rent then.
Okay, go ahead.
How about paddle boards? How about that? How about wave runners? You can rent a wave runner. You can go snorkeling out there. You can rent a kayak. You can, what's this? Oh, go on a sunset champagne cruise.
Ooh.
Whoa, how did we miss that?
I don't know.
You can do that beach stargazing out there, that telescope we was telling you about that we're going to do next time. You can rent a beach cabana.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, rent a beach cabana.
Yep.
How about that, y'all? And also you get the floating mats, like she said, paddle boards. Let me make sure I ain't missing something here. Umbrellas, kayaks. Oh, you can climb the lighthouse. And, yeah, that's. Oh, the catamaran. They have a catamaran also. You can go ride on if you want to do that. And that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much
so
it.
Tiffany likes your map. She says it's a cool map. And yeah, a champagne cruise. That sounded awesome to me too. And they were serving champagne on the champagne cruise, just so you know. And how much were the wave runners? I don't know.
Don't know. Let's see. I don't know if it has prices on here.
And welcome in the mustard drill. Thank you for stopping in.
Hey, Mustard Drill. I don't have prices on that thing right there, so I can't really say. I'll be wrong for sure.
Let me scroll back and make sure I didn't miss any chats.
Okay, that's probably not $11 though.
Here's Keisha. She's still suffering from SLJ withdrawals.
I'm still suffering from it too. I get up in the morning sometimes and I come running in here and I'm like, I turn on the computer and I look for Law Jones quote of the day and I realize that we don't have a show no more.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and everyone, Mark Shark's reminding everyone, give us a thumbs up.
Thank you, Frat Mark the Shark.
Here's Aaron.
Aaron says, if only it was $11 to sail on her. You know it, Aaron. I would still be on that ship today. They've never kicked me off.
And welcome in, Leon Live.
Hey, Leon, what's going on?
Okay, I think I caught up with, what is this?
A pair of docks is a paradox. Wow. That's pretty good there, John.
Okay, so I think we caught everything. What is this?
That is interesting. So you pay extra anywhere on the island.
So there are extra charges on the island. I think we've already said that.
Yeah,
already.
I think we covered. I think we was answering that when he put that question up.
Yeah.
Beach towels. You're going to want to know about beach towels.
So before we keep going, if you have a question about type question in capital letters, before your question, and I will see it, okay? And we'll answer your question. So beach towels. Now, this was a tricky topic. We saw a lot of mommies getting very upset about towels.
Unless you're in the yacht club. If you're in the yacht club like we were, we didn't have to worry about towels. We just go down there to the yacht club place. They take us down there, and they gave us towels. We need another towel. They gave us another towel.
If
we didn't have to haul
four towels each. We got 4 towels each.
If we didn't want to haul wet towels back to the ship, didn't matter. We just throw them down and go on back to the ship.
Right.
However, if you are not in the yacht club, you have to take your own towel off of the ship. They give you a towel in your stateroom, in your cabin. Take it with you. There is no towel exchange.
No, there's no towel exchange on the beach. Now, the reason I say there are a lot of people upset about towels on a cruise ship, there's a lot of, and hi, Scrow's Nest, thank you for dropping in.
Hey, Scrows.
There were a lot of upset people about towels on the ship for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first time that we encountered it was in the therapy spa area, where they have the therapy showers and the therapy pool, and they ran out of towels. There were no towels.
We got the last 2 when we went in there.
Yes, and so you had all these people in this area with no towels. To leave this area, you're literally leaving this area drenched in water, walking out into the hallway to try to get on an elevator.
And you have to book an appointment, keep in mind, to go. You can't just wander in there and say,
right.
Hey, I want to go in.
It's by appointment, and you have to pay to go in there.
Right.
And they didn't have towels.
Unless you're in the yacht club, then you get to go for free.
Right. The yacht club, you do get to go for free in the yacht club 1 hour a day. And then the second time we saw people upset about towels was at the regular pools. And they had several regular pools on the seaside side. They had like 4 different pools. There were no towels at the pools. So you had to bring your towel from your room to the pool and take your dirty towel back to your room. Now,
unless you're in the yacht club.
Unless you're in the yacht club. Yes. And like on Carnival and Princess, you'll see towel exchanges out there by the pool where you can exchange your dirty towel for a clean towel. Nope. We did not witness that on the Seaside MSC ship that we were on the week that we were on it. I don't know if that's a regular thing or if that was just a weird thing. So when you had to take your towel onto the island, what they did was they had a station when you got back on the ship for you to drop off your dirty towel.
Yes.
Well, we saw very, I don't know how many mommies were there arguing because they were afraid to turn their towel in and not get credit for turning in their dirty towel because you're charged $30 for every towel that's not returned back to your cabin.
They're supposed to give you a towel there according to the paper, but they didn't have any towels to give them.
No. So
don't know how that went down.
They did not bring clean towels on the island so that, because this is the way they advertise it. They advertise as bring your towel with you to the beach. When you get back to the ship, there'll be a dirty towel exchange. You'll exchange your dirty towel for a clean towel and you'll get back on the ship. That's the way they advertise it. But that's not what happened. They took your dirty towel and they had no clean towel to give you. And so I saw several mommies say, no, we're carrying these dirty towels back, kids. And then putting them dirty towels. And I saw one little boy crying. He's like, it's full of sand, Mommy. I don't want to carry it. She's like, I'm not paying $30 for the towel. You're carrying it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So we agree with Pedroza Travel. The towel thing was very weird.
It was.
Okay?
It was
a weird bizarre experience for us. Because
that was another reason we're glad in the yacht club. We didn't have to worry about none of that. We didn't have to worry about towels.
Now, one thing that I do have to say in the defense of MSC, Americans, we are bizarre creatures. We are. And they've not had very many MSC ships in America. They've only been doing passenger ships for right at 10 years. They still have a lot of learning to do. And Americans, we want clean towels.
And we want hamburgers, MSC. We want hamburgers. We don't want ceviche. We don't want that.
So Chet's saying that because in the yacht club they wanted to serve us 5-star food at every meal.
Cocktail.
They wanted to serve us 5-star food at every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and that would be ceviche and squid and all these things. And we had to go to the main dining room one night, and we were like, they got shrimp cocktail down here? You got to be kidding us. They've got lobster down here?
And
you got to be kidding us.
Steak.
So That's a joke for another time.
Oh yeah, we're going over that again too.
Okay.
So anyway, back to cover the beach towels. Also, a
Mhm.
reminder when you go down there is your suntan lotion. Get that reef-friendly suntan lotion. If you forgot to bring it, don't worry, they'll sell you some there.
Right.
I don't know how much it is. It's probably $11 plus 10%.
But they do it almost everywhere in the Caribbean nowadays. They are strongly encouraging reef-friendly sunscreen
Yep.
because we're doing so much to the environment that we're killing our own reef systems. And they have found out that sunscreen is one of those things that is in fact killing the reefs.
Also, do not take any of the seashells, any of the rocks, the sand, the trees, the whatever you find on
had
the
a hard
island.
time with this.
Leave it
Okay.
on the island. Don't take anything off the island, please. They will confiscate it from you.
They will.
Slap your little hands
Mhm.
and put it back on the island.
So, and that includes the smallest little seashell, anything that if you're caught with it, you are reprimanded greatly. And I actually read one blog where MSC can enforce a fine on you if depending upon what you took off the island.
Yeah.
Because the island itself, they're trying to restore this island, and the more things we take off the island, the harder the island is going to have to restore itself back to a natural state for ocean life and all that.
Yeah, 4,000 or 5,000 people all grab one thing and take it onto
Mhm.
the ship every day.
So we got
Uh-oh.
some comments.
It's going to be gone. Pedrosa says, we will take ceviche in California. John, I'll gladly trade you a ceviche for a shrimp cocktail any day, brother. Elisa's Adventures in Crete says, we want a lot, apparently. We want clean towels. Doggone it. Give me my clean towels. And Aaron says, probably a great idea to get reef-friendly sunscreens wherever you
Yes,
cruise. Or even
absolutely.
on your beaches here in Florida, by the
Mhm.
way, too.
Yep.
And the sunscreen is hard, but it's important to use the right sunscreen.
Right.
That's
Mhm.
right, John.
Hi, Tom.
Hey,
Thanks for
Tom.
joining us. We missed you
going
guys
on?
too.
Elisa says, yikes, did you notice a lot of shells?
Okay, so this is the problem that I had. I had a problem with the rocks. Okay. I wanted the rocks. There were gorgeous rocks and I wanted them. I told Chad, I said, can I just take one? He's like, no, you cannot.
No, you cannot take a rock.
And here's Pedrosa.
That is great. They are restoring the island. You better believe
Yes.
it. They are wait till we do that thing
So
she's talking
we're
about.
working
the
on
vlog.
the first video we have. I'm hoping to put it out
Excuse me.
Wednesday. It is about the island itself, how it started, how it came about, why they're struggling so hard and implementing these really strict rules, and the great things that are coming out of Ocean Cay.
Right on.
Here's
Elisa says, laugh out loud. Robin and Cruz Rock jail.
yes, I would have been put in Cruise Rock jail.
You know it.
What else you got, Chet? We got
Well,
a couple more
Let's
minutes
talk
left.
about some of the entertainment they had on there. When we
Oh, can I talk about the guy?
Yeah, when we got off, the first thing we saw was talk about it.
We saw a steel drum player.
Wait till you see the video
Okay,
we got of that.
So I do not think that the Caribbean is the same without a steel drummer.
You
It's
ain't-
just not.
You're not in the Caribbean if you don't have steel
You're
drums
not.
playing.
And the whole time on the MSC ship, I was so discouraged with the music. Remember, we're in the yacht club, okay? And they wanted to play us nice elevator kind of music, right?
Man, we're used to carnival. We want to hear steel
and
drums,
that's
baby.
what Chet, I says, I cannot believe we're in the Caribbean and I have not heard the first Caribbean themed kind of song until we got off at Ocean Cay. This guy was fantastic.
He was
was
really
so good. He greeted us right there, and he just sitting there doing his little steel drum thing.
He wasn't just doing it for a check. This dude loved what he was doing,
and you
and
could
it
tell
showed,
he
man.
loved it. Here's
There's-
Aaron.
Robin want rocks? Fascinating. yeah. Imagine that. She wants more rocks.
Maybe she wants a rock and roll band.
A rock and roll band. Hey, well, she was part of a rock and roll band for a while. Law says forced to break rocks for stealing. Yeah, after a little hammer breaking rocks, pounding them in the sand. Tom says we just did a baseball weekend up in Wisconsin. Fun time, but glad to be home.
That's right.
Woohoo! Hey, Aaron says I'm not on vacation until I hear steel drums.
I'm right there with
Jay
you.
Bird from Para DJ said that.
Mhm. I
Chet
agree
Dodd from
that.
Sea Lake Journey said that too.
Yes.
Because I want to hear steel drums when I get on a Caribbean ship.
Me too.
Pedro says, laugh out loud. They want steel drums, and MSC is playing a fugue in G minor.
Now
my God, that's a double scoop.
remember in the yacht club, they're elevating the experience for us. Okay, we just don't need that much elevation.
No, what it was, they just came from Europe. We were the first Americans to get on this ship. It's the first sailing out of
Yes.
North America for the seaside for this
Right,
year.
we
so.
were on the very first American sailing for the MSC seashore,
And that-
seaside.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they really struggled with us. Like we said last weekend, we got on board and they were trying to switch from the euro to the American dollar.
We get in our
And-
cabin and everything's in German on the TV screen.
The muster drill was in German. So
We start the wash. I was like,
we-
okay, I'll do
we
it.
got some chats to go.
Law says they're going to leave for their Alaskan cruise before we hear about the MSC cruise. No, we're going to get some
We're
MSC
working on
out.
it. We're really trying.
Yeah, hopefully we can get at least a half a dozen of them out, right?
Mhm. I got 3 ready. I've got 3 scripted, and I've just got to work on them. And I'm trying. I really am. My new job is throwing a wrench in things, trying to.
Well, maybe we'll work on it tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
Since
here
we're
we
all
go.
pumped up from doing this,
Here we
y'all.
go. Read
And
the
Lori
chat.
says, one thing great about being a smoker, you have to pack to hide sand or rocks. Laugh out loud. Hide the rocks in my cigarette pack. I'm going to take up smoking next time I go to MSC Island. We're just going to go with Lori and say, Lori,
There you go.
slip this rock in your cigarette. Put this in your cigs for me, will you? Elisa says, yes, Aaron, you need to heart hose drums.
Mhm.
You need to hear those drums. Hear those drums, not heart hose. I had the words mixed
I
up.
saw that.
Elisa says, laugh out loud. So fancy. I call it so European. We not Europeans, y'all.
No,
I haven't been Europeans for about 300 years.
no. So, have you got anything else we need to cover before we?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
we'll
they
talk
did
some more
have
about the
cabana
stuff here.
rentals. Did we say they had
Yep,
cabana
yep,
rentals? Okay.
We want to talk about other entertainment they had. They also had a reggae playing during the day too, and then you could go play bocce with your crew staff team. I don't even know what bocce
I don't know
is.
about you either.
Is it a board game? Is it a field game? Is it swimming?
It has to be
I
some
don't,
kind of outdoor game.
I don't know what that
um,
is. Anybody tell me what bocce, BOCCE is? They said you can play it in Lighthouse Bay with the crew staff.
Right. So I don't know. They did have a lot of activities on the island. We would strongly suggest that you get this. It's called the Daily Planner from the ship. We suggest you take that with you, even though you still have Wi-Fi on the island. Take this with you because it's easier to stick this in your beach bag and pull it out and, say, oh, they got this going on. They got that going on.
And in fact, you had to switch your Wi-Fi from the ship to the MSC Island.
Right. It's not the same Wi-Fi.
Right.
Oh, Aaron knows what it is.
Bocce is sort of like lawn bowling in
okay.
Italiano.
That.
Lawn bowling? Oh, man, I could have done that.
Yeah.
Well, they also had, for the teenagers, a volleyball game. And then they had an island family adventure for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had volleyball for everybody else with the crew staff team.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? And then they had at night the Luna Libre Beach Party in Lighthouse Bay. A Luna Libre Beach Party.
Mm-hmm.
They even had a special Luna Libre drink to celebrate it with. And it is made up of, I don't know what, but it's a special drink that you could get after 9 p.m. at the Ocean Cay Lighthouse Bar.
So, Elisa says they're like little bowling balls.
Little bowling balls.
And Pedroza Travel, they have those courts near where they live.
Bocce courts. I don't
Mhm.
even know.
I don't either.
How about that? Maybe Robin thought they were colorful rocks. No, if they were, we would have been over there playing.
Here's Mark the Shark.
Mark the Shark says, my daily planner consists of a beautiful long chair on the beach
Counting,
and counting
those
thongs in his lounge chair from the beach. You know it, Mark. I love that idea. And they had
So-
one other event, too. It's called the Spectacular Lighthouse Show, which
Mhm.
happened tonight. That lighthouse got all lit up. We did a video of that. It's not the greatest because of the way the lighting is on the camera, but we're going to show it to you anyway.
And we, you can watch the lighthouse show from the ship. In the yacht club, of course, we had a nice glassed area where we could watch it, but you can see it from, other decks on the ship. If you have a balcony,
On the starboard side of the ship,
right.
the way we pulled in, if you're on starboard side, it's the right side, you'll be able to watch it from your balcony.
Oh, another thing that I thought was funny about MSC ships is they don't call things the same way we call them. They call them different things, and I kept getting confused. I was like, man, that's usually the odd and even numbers. They're backwards on MSC based upon what we're used to in
And
America.
they have a deck 13.
Yes, but they don't have deck 17
What?
because to them 13 is not unlucky, 17 is unlucky.
How
So
about
that
that?
was kind of funny too. Mm-hmm. Here is Lori.
Lori says balls are about the size of a softball.
I've seen it. Now that y'all are talking about it, I have seen it before.
Do you have to knock pins down, people down, coconuts down?
No, it's like croquet. You've got to get it to a certain area.
Oh, okay.
And you bump each other's balls.
Well, who doesn't like a good game of ball bouncing and bumping, whatever it is? Okay, so that's most all the stuff. We got this map. This is on the daily planner from the ship. So when you go to MSC, you're going to get one of these. And they have little golf carts that will take you around like little taxis. They do not have enough of them.
So they don't have enough of them. Don't plan on riding the tram everywhere that you want to go. Okay, if you're in the yacht club, they do pick you up and they take you. Even if you're in a wheelchair or scooter, they have only one tram that accommodates wheelchairs and scooters. Okay, so they really could use more trams on the island.
They definitely need more.
To walk the whole island takes about 20 minutes. If you're going to loop the whole island, it's about a 20-minute walk.
I didn't try it because it was hot and I knew my leg was not going to want to do that. So we waited and waited and waited and rode the tram.
And if you guys are wanting MSC videos before we leave to go to Alaska, Robin has to get out of here and edit some videos.
So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have 2 or 3 of them coming out this week, maybe.
I'm going to try for Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday is what my goal is. If I don't make it, I'm terribly sorry.
She's going to make it.
And we are going to make an announcement here now that we were going to make later. But since those of you are here, here's what Cruising for One says real quick.
Italians are also superstitious about having skeletons on the ship. I work on a Navy frigate for the Italian Navy, and we were told no skeletons could be used on displays. Hey, did they not realize that we all have skeletons inside of us? What am I going to do? I can't get on your ship, sir. I have a skeleton. 238 bones reporting.
Oh my goodness. So because my new job has gotten, we're having to reorganize our life, our personal life, our work, my work life, and our YouTube life. We are going to no longer be hosting the Saturday stroll. And I'm sure that Megan will have someone else do that time frame. It is a 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time frame for the hosting of the Saturday stroll. We are only going to be putting out vlogs and doing this show on Sundays.
For now.
Except for when we're in Alaska, we may not be able to do the Sunday show if we don't have Wi-Fi.
Or we may come live to you from Alaska too, because I'm going to bump up the internet on that rascal so we can get what we can get.
Yes, because Robin may need to work. And the only way I can work from a cruise ship is to bump up that Wi-Fi.
The only way we can come to you live from the ship is bump up that Wi-Fi.
So until next time, you guys, we'll see you around the channel.
See you around the channel. Woo!